right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Jackson on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Under 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That's complete. Bernard. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though, and it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right, that opening drive, keep those chains moving.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now Jackson on first down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Breida. Finding room to the 20. Oh, he sheds himself free. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter, picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. SOS.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Titans nothing.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A 1st down carry for Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Mariota's throw on the money to Davis. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
That's good for a Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Mariota gives to Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota got him in. It's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's get it. 3 down, 3 down.
49, check 49, check 49.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Mariota now. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check 3.
They run with Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Hey, switch gears. Cut.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd down, Mariota again. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Kill, kill, kill.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Watch the safety creep. Jim.
Where are they, team?
To throw is Mariota. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right, and his throw here's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 88 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 13.
Sweet call, 132 fight.
One.
Throwing, Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
One. Three.
A first down throw for Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
One.
54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's got room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But
he's got daylight. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And an alley to run. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Jackson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Bring it. Back. Hey, watch it. Tight on.
Now a toss play to Bernard.
Go. It's run.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Now it's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, let's get this. Mike.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. The Titans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st down, Mariota. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
One. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me. One. Me and you. Watch twins. Watch
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mariota. Complete to Bryant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Mariota on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Me and you all day. Wait, I'm coming after you.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the 49ers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Titans, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,